got to educate our own kids.
That's right.
I don't understand why we can't embrace that idea. We just have to be able to think outside the box. It does not it may not necessarily show up in the form of us building a bunch of schools per se, even though that's possible. But until then, you got a lot of things you actually, and I'd love for you to talk about some of that, like Meltrek and some other things that you have in place. You have a professor. You are a professor. You have a real PhD. I have a PhD. There are thousands of us out here that are good educators who have stuff in place that our people can embrace. Tell us about what you're doing. And then I'd like for you to address sort of the psychological hurdle of us even believing that we're capable of educating our own. Please.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Doc. You just be like, like you throw me the ball. What they call it? The alley-oop. Is that what they call it? You
Yeah.
just go like that,
I'm
Doc.
Steph
Boom.
Curry and I'm gonna throw it up in the air.
Yes.
You could
I'm
be
just like,
LeBron
yes.
or what's the one that plays for the Chicago Sky? I forget. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I'm just like, thank you. Like, this is right up my alley. Yeah, educate. We have to educate our babies. Right now, 83% of teachers in the public school domain are white. What is that saying? That's saying that the responsibility and of the development of the mind of Black children are in the hands of middle class white women. I want you to think about that, Dr. Watkins. 83% of school teachers are white middle aged women. What does that mean? That means that the future consciousness of us, Black people, is literally in the hands of white women. And you all should read the book, They Were Her Property, by Dr. Stephanie Rogers. Oh boy. Anyway, in the hands of white women. And so we had to take ownership of developing the consciousness of our children. That's their education. Education, see, a lot of us think it's just something that you get, it's the passport to a great future. It's just something you get. Man, when you educate someone, you're socializing this individual. You're grooming this person to think a certain type of way. You are embedding the culture in them, politics. A worldview is being developed. It's so much that happens during the education process. Values, morals, worldview, goals. All of this happens doing personality. I'm sorry, Doc. I just get excited. Personality. All of these things are being inculcated in that person when you educate that person. So when you allow outsiders to educate your babies, these outsiders are in control of your morals, your values, your worldview, your culture. Come on, man. We can't do that. We can't do that. When you talk about Black liberation and sovereignty and advancement, and then you sending your children to be educated by the same folks that you say are oppressing you, I made the decision, or we made the decision in my household, to take my son Jalen out of the full system 6th grade year.